What is up, my dirt army? It's been a long time for me, not for you guys. All the Sand Hollow and Glamis videos were from the beginning of December, so for me, it's a big time jump. Haven't really been making videos for a while now. A lot of things have changed, not just my haircut. And we'll get to that eventually. I'm not gonna keep you in the dark like some of those guys on the other side of the state. I wanna hide all their little dark secrets. That's for another time. Right now, I am headed to St. Helen because, as you guys saw, Jake and Glamis in the Red Bull race, car went kaboom. Well, we teamed up with Hardcore Performance. Bob there, super good guy, and he's been working on Jake's engine for a minute, and that's where I'm headed right now. So let's see all the damage that happened and what's all going on with this car. Oh,
the destination
here we are.
13495 West Shore Drive.
Yep, that is where we're at.
Arrived.
Look at who it is.
Hey guys, we're back.
Yeah. Here at Hardcore Performance, he does everything apparently: boat, jet ski, snowmobile, side by side, something service, and accessories.
Yeah, I've been working with Bob ever since the Red Bull Glamis race. After I blew my motor up, I knew who to call. Hardcore Performance in Houghton Lake. Bob Carmelo is going to hook me up. That's what we're here to do today. We're going to go over what's going together in my motor, what I'm getting, and we're going to do some touch-ups on my car to get ready for the Red Bull race.
Yeah.
Add some gussets, we're going to change some fluids, and just do a lot of little maintenance stuff to get ready.
Show you guys this race car.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on. And this place is open to the public, guys, so if you guys want any motor work or you need parts.
Everything.
Everything.
Clutches, motors,
I mean, it's
cages,
packed to the gills in here,
bumpers,
dude.
snowmobile clutches, snowmobile high facts, snowmobile belts, you name it, he's got it. So come on in.
Step into his office.
Here we are. Bob Carmelo.
Yeah. Oh, hey, how's it going, man? Finally get to meet you.
Yeah, no. Talked to you a couple times.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's been viewing the carnage.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got to tell the people what we think happened here, man.
Oh, you're going to see it right now.
Yeah.
Why don't we just bust it out and get it over. Complete carnage. This is a tombstone grave of a motor here.
So this,
Ouch!
Yeah.
when we took it apart,
For sale.
Sign it, Jake.
that was sitting in there like that.
Oh.
Yeah. So needless to say, that's all gone. There's the rod for you.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Basically, the only thing that might have been salvageable was maybe the head.
No. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Actually, this rod, that was salvageable.
Oh.
Yeah.
You got one, dude.
I would never use a stock rod. But,
Yeah.
I mean, you could. But no, the head was just. That's a spark plug.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah, you can see, I mean, how bad they're all bent. And I mean, you can weld up heads and remachine and do stuff. And actually, I started out, I was going, that head right there, this head looked just like that head. So this head's been welded and then just massaged. It hasn't been finished yet. So
can do it all,
this
guys.
needs to be done. And that's what we were going to do. And then I lucked out and we run across a whole engine that
Okay.
had a bent
over
valve.
Sweet.
Yep. So now
Oh, that's what that's on the table.
This is my motor right here.
Well, yeah, this is.
Now we're going to run for the Red Bull race.
So this, as you can see, I mean, this thing's basically, I mean, everything's like new.
It looks like
We got the other valves, and that's getting all dual racing springs with the lightweight retainers and stuff, the DLC coated buckets. So these, instead of having to change the whole bucket to shim, when you go to adjust it, you just change and you use your little pills. Or I call them pill, everyone calls them.
Shim.
Yeah, a little shim.
Little puck, little metal puck, just like a four-stroke dirt bike would have.
So, and you can
most
buy the
four-stroke
whole
engines.
kit. You know, you can buy the whole
cams,
kit
yep.
pretty cheap.
So you can always reuse those pucks too, can't you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah. These things. You know, when you take a set out,
Put them back in.
get it open. So yeah, you just take. These are all different sizes. Here's another one. This is
look like
this
clutch
is
weights.
Yep.
Yeah, like little magnets
Yeah.
almost. Yeah, they do resemble that.
And you measure your clearance between
There's
the
some
valve and the
spectacles
bucket.
on here so I can see. So those will just sit right down in there, and you just go with different thickness ones until you get your proper valve clearance.
All right,
so
sweet.
instead of have to change out the whole bucket, you'll never have to do that again. See, we don't, when we do them normally, if we're not doing this conversion kit, we machine our buckets, just like they do at Polaris.
Yeah.
So valves normally always tighten up the intake, so you need to, machine some off of there. So we just machine a few thousandths off, and that's why, it's 6 thousandths on intake plus or minus 2 thousandths, 8 thousandths on exhaust plus or minus 2 thousandths. So it could come from a dealer, and you could have one at 6, you could have one at 4, you could have one at 10. That's within spec to, whereas with us, they'll all be at 7. Boom, all the way across the board.
So what's going to be different in Jake's motor, basically? What are going to be the aftermarket parts instead of stock OEM?
So we're going to have Krill rods, okay? These are aftermarket, Kibler White valve
springs.
Racing valve springs. They're just not a standard one with the light rate retainers and stuff. CP, which are made by Krill pistons. So it's going to have all those.
Ooh, look at that shiny.
It's going to have a aftermarket intercooler.
PWR?
Yeah, like the CP, there's a few different brands that have different names on them. I swear they're made all at the same company. Exact same well, exact same elbows. I've seen like 3 different names with this. Now I got a Billet Garrett one that's going in one of mine, but I got this one in my 17 race machine, no problem. Then all your new cam wear strips, all new main rods, counterbalance bearings, valve guide seals, gaskets, a lot of OEM, some aftermarket, new.
Those are sweet. He made those.
Yeah, these are ones I make.
Oh, really?
Yeah, those are for your rear sway bar.
Yeah.
And,
Nice.
Yeah, we're set for the Pro Arc.
Oh, yeah. You know who else does that? Atlas Radius rods. Link for them below.
This will be the one to fit yours and mine.
Oh, all right. Yeah,
Yeah.
And you got a website with this stuff on, or is it
No.
just in shop?
It's in the shop.
So they can just call you, and there'll be a link for all the stuff below in the description for you guys.
Yep. Facebook, Hardcore Performance on Facebook. My son takes care of all that stuff, and
They're going to be around a lot, guys.
Yeah.
We'll be around a little bit more by the sounds of things, and
There's a lot of stuff we can do, but you can already tell the difference between us and Bob. There's a big difference when it comes to internal work. That's not necessarily our area. So this is great to have.
I
And
mean, he even poured it out the bottom so the oil drains better. And stuff.
everything.
Oh, wow.
There's so much right now, just into the cases and stuff. Everything. If you look at all of this stuff here,
It's all on
where all
purpose.
that is. Now this isn't cleaned up. This is roughed in.
Right.
Okay, but we're going to give you one perfect example. Let's see here. We need to get the other part of the case.
there was a hole in Jake's case too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was a hole in his case, and then a big chunk of the bottom was all busted out too.
Yeah.
On the bottom part.
Basically, somebody put a grenade in there.
Yeah, that's pretty
And
much
it might have
what
been
looks
him.
like. Grab another.
And the reason that we think it might have gave way, it was low on oil. And,
Yeah,
and it,
what I think happened 100% is low in oil, rod bearing went. I, at the time, for some reason, didn't think my motor was braking at the time, and I was on my way up a hill, so I didn't stop right away. So that's the result of what happens when you don't instantly stop when rod bearing goes, because the rod bearing fell apart completely, and the other rod was still connected, so it was just
whopping around in there.
and then it locked up.
Yeah.
So-
and the hill he was going up was insane too.
Yeah,
It was
one of the biggest hills on the race. I mean, I was hitting it. I was on my way up it at probably 70 miles.
Still caught air while it was blowing up.
Yeah, exactly.
the video.
Yeah.
So now, and then also too, this was the motor mount bolt that was broke off in it. I just broke those 2 little pieces out of the case.
Jeez.
Yeah, there's the hole.
So, but now if you look, you see all these sharp edges all the way around everywhere, all these sharp edges. Okay, look down, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it very good, but you see that lip down inside of there? The whole...
I do see it.
It's got a lip with
Okay.
a sharp edge.
Yeah.
He's going through and grinding them down so the
Let
oil
me
flows through there
grab
fast.
something a little finer.
It's the
right
tiny
here.
little
There's a
details
point.
that can make a
It's
difference in
insane.
all this stuff.
Yeah, well,
It's
what it
insane.
is
Never ending.
you want to get the the oil back to the bottom of the motor as fast as possible. So what we're looking at is that little step right there. So all you got is that little open area for oil to go. Okay, now if you look at this, and this is just roughed in, if you notice, if you look at both of them, how that lip now is rounded and gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oops, where's the other one?
Right there. That one's even better. That one's off.
Yeah, that one's pretty wore down.
Yeah. Well, that's ground out.
Yeah, we ground it. Yeah, that's what I meant.
So that's what, you know, we spend the time. And then in the case where you see all of this stuff, all of this grinding stuff, that's where all them sharp edges were. Okay.
And so you're just creating better flow for the oil basically throughout the entire motor.
Taking the time to do things properly.
Well, that and too, what a lot of people don't realize is any of these sharp edges and thin points, the heat wicks to that area. Okay. So by taking and rounding some of that stuff down, it's going to kind of dissipate the heat over a bigger, thicker area rather than all come into that thin point there and getting that hot, which then starts to break down your oil a little quicker.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Good thing we got you, Bob.
We'll get you guys going. And like I said, this motor here right now, this is, I got, oh God, at least a couple dozen of these. Same basic setup that he's going to have, except for most of them have bigger turbos on them. So this is not what I consider a full-blown race motor. This is a hardcore trail engine / race engine. You can twist it hard. You ain't got to worry about it. I've twisted mine over 14,000 RPMs.
Dang.
Purposely, and it
Purposely, yeah. At 10,000 miles. At 10,000 miles, we tried to break it. We were gonna freshen it up. See what happened. Well,
she didn't want to break.
It didn't break, and we put another almost 5,000 miles on it, and it still hasn't broken. It's still together and running. So yeah, this here. Now the next step that we're going to be doing is going to be a race engine. That's going to be porting. That's going to be depending on what rules allow. We got to, obviously look at what you guys are going to be doing, so we don't overstep those. If you ever get tore down, you don't want to win a race and get disqualified because you didn't abide by the rules.
We built too good of a motor.
Yeah, exactly.
It's too hardcore.
There you go. But yeah, so the next time around, everything will be high-speed spun balance, rotating assembly, and all that stuff. The way it is right now is I can get the pistons and the rods and everything, and with being a Carrillo dealer, they kind of help out towards so the balance isn't way out of this world like some of them are.
Alrighty,
so
sweet.
This same setup now. Next time, things will be all high-speed balance, cryogenically treated. All the rods, the pistons, the bearings, the valves, everything internally will be cryo-treated. Cylinder head porting.
We're gonna have to do the transmission next. Is this what's gonna happen?
Well, that is a possibility. But a lot of it comes down to is braking stuff is throttle control. There's all different driving styles, so we just gotta
accommodate for all.
Exactly. We gotta adapt and overcome his driving.
Yeah.
We gotta change his name.
He's getting better and better. His last race, he only had one close call, but it was a pretty bad call. It was close.
Might not be standing here.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not good.
Yeah. But he saved it. It was just a motor that gave way. So basically, right now it's just like reassemble time.
That'll be another day, though.
This looks like a co-part, dude. Yeah. Wow. Woo-wee.
We've been in this location since 1979. My dad started it.
So plenty of parts: snowmobiles, dirt bikes, four-wheelers, jet skis, boats. He's got it. So.
Dang.
Yeah. These are all parts machines.
If you guys need a part that you can't find or you're waiting forever for a dealer, you can call him up. I'm sure he can ship it out.
Oh yeah, we ship UPS every day right from here, and we're cheap. We don't raise up the price.
Oh, buddy, Look at that patina on the cage.
I was waiting for you to say that, dude. That was the first.
Ow!
Don't worry, guys. I'm taking the cage off and painting it. Do not worry.
I don't know. It looks pretty sick, dude. You got like rat rod there.
It's gonna look like that for the Red Bull race. But here we are. Motor's out. We're gonna actually add some gussets here in the frame.
Oh, here, look at this this
that
mount
too.
from the top. I'll get you some little ladder, little step stool. If you look at it,
These are both bent. from
Oh, I can
rear
see
end.
it from here.
Yep. Those are both bent from being rear-ended.
Oh, wow.
And
you see how
so,
far off it is?
Yeah.
Stand back here, you can see the drive.
my alignment.
As soon as I
is
unbolted the motor and the tranny, it sprung.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. So,
I was losing power.
oh yeah, you were definitely, the clutches, they were, they're all, the sheaves were black. Because it was just,
bell was just riding on it.
Yeah. You know, you were losing power, especially in the deep sand. You know, and them clutches are already running hot, and then with that misalignment.
Wonder how that got bent.
So,
Crashing too many times.
That's
the
a
first-
problem.
No, that's the truth.
Yeah.
From getting rear-ended, honestly.
Oh yeah,
Getting rear-ended
in the
and-
mountain scramble,
yeah.
we got rear-ended like
Couple
20 times,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
That's what kind of started it all.
it's a hard hit, man. I mean, I've seen the aluminum mount break, but I've never seen the steel break quite that, or bend like that.
Yeah, that's
No,
it. I'm saying like this is probably
Yeah.
the one that caused it.
Yeah.
You know, when you look at it, they're both pretty evenly bent. To the point I was thinking, I know better. They're supposed to be flat, but I'm gonna walk out and look at my
Yeah.
because I got, you know, it just. And I was like, wow.
That's crazy.
You know, so, you know, then what we're going to do is obviously this bumper where you got to take off these radius rods and stuff to get a bumper off to work on a machine is ridiculous. So anyone that makes bumpers and stuff, stop doing this. It's
Yeah, it's
work. I know.
It's
Make
pretty
this
dumb.
quick coupler right here. to
Yeah,
where
no
we can
kidding.
take some bolts, just a couple of bolts and off rather than mess with the whole suspension.
Well, that's what we're gonna
So
do.
that's what we're gonna do.
Oh,
we're gonna
gotcha.
go get a bumper off of one of the burnt turbo machine I bought from
Right
an
now.
insurance company or somewhere, I don't remember. We're gonna cut these off of here and we're gonna weld nuts on the back or whatever, because this is a nice thick plate, but we gotta bend it out where it's rubbing, maybe put some shims in here, we're not quite sure yet. But get this all nice and true and smooth back here working. You know, that's another thing. When it's all said and done, you know, this thing will go on the scales. You know, suspension will be all set. You know, the static set, your ride height and everything to be all the same length.
Yeah.
Or same measurement. That's all fine and dandy. But once you put it on a set of scales, it's not uncommon to have one spring. You may have a turn more of preload put on in order to get your car balance where you want it.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Okay.
I've never even thought about that. That's something new.
So then on these two, you guys ever brackets and stuff, Speedway, it's all race car stuff. You know me racing cars for so long and everything else. So you can buy these nice stamp brackets, you know, you got all different sizes. So we're coming in, we're gonna be doing, you know, adding in some extra gussets in some places that we know are problematic. Not necessarily just like that. We got some other ones too. And then like little smaller ones kind of come across.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably
Just to strengthen it up a little
Yeah.
bit. It's not a foolproof guaranteed
Yeah.
thing, but it's gonna help.
It's definitely gonna help.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, it's not gonna stop it from breaking, but it might.
It's gonna,
The front of the cage is freaking gnarly, dude.
that's kind of wild looking.
I think it's from the drive home and stuff,
Oh, yeah.
and all the water blasting on it. You don't like it?
No, you think it's all right looking?
It looks like Mad Max.
I kind of am like Mad Max. I guess it could be that.
All right, we're down here at the other shop here. Got some race cars sitting around. And here's the studded tires that Jake's gonna be using. And I guess we haven't really said much, but the new, or the next year's snow scrambles happen at Twisted Trails. What's the date on that?
February 18th.
February 18th.
Saturday.
Yep.
Qualifying starts about 8. So
So it's gonna be an early morning. If you guys want to watch us race, we're gonna be at Twisted Trails. Nick is racing, Jake's racing, Nick's racing his RS1.
yeah, come on out February 18th, Copeland, Michigan, Twisted Trails.
It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
Tons, all the free Red Bull you would ever want there.
Yeah,
so
and just come out and support.
Start
It'll be a
putting
fun
them in
day.
your pocket.
Looks like the weather's gonna be fair, not freezing cold. So come on
Yeah.
out.
But yeah, here's the tires. They're Bighorns, and this
Nasty.
they don't have the cold cutters in them. They're the carbide or
Yeah,
whatever.
Carbide studs.
Yep. So
They're,
different style, but realistically, with how
For
much
the
snow we have, it's probably not gonna have much snow. Might just be icy. So those will probably work pretty dang good.
I'm thinking so. I still can change, so we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen.
Race car stuff, dude. Dang.
Race car stuff. Oh, that is your Pro R.
Yeah, that's my Pro R there.
Wow, I like the doors you put on there. Those are Pro Armors.
Right off of my 21 Pro.
Really?
Yeah, because my Pro is spread.
Yeah.
I just pulled them right off.
Nice.
Put them on, but
Kind of like the look.
yeah, you know, I was gonna put them back on my other machine, but I got the inner door panels with my upper enclosure, so now it's fully enclosed, and I kind of like it. The only thing I don't like about it is it vibrated. The harmonics was so bad. On the Pro, silent.
Really?
Put it on this machine, I made it 4 miles, had to turn around and put silicone on all the different joints.
I mean, the thing does
Dead
rattle
noise.
a little bit stock. I mean, it almost feels like it has cams in it, the way it sounds and
Yeah.
everything, and rattles.
My mirror will vibrate so bad at certain RPMs you can't see the person behind you. It's just, you know, you can see a headlight.
All first world problems.
Yeah.
Red Loctite.
Oh, yeah, dude, that worked.
No, it was just finger loose.
Oh, was it really?
I think it should be fine. That bolt was really on my mind a lot of that trip. This might not be enough weight.
So we should have, I think we had
30 pumps for you.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, it's so close.
Oh.
Those are awesome. Nice. God. Add it to the list. Got new wheel bearing. Yeah, I felt it earlier. It didn't fall asleep.
No, it's
Yeah, sure is. Yeah, right there. Found a bad wheel bearing. I'm just gonna steal the plate out of it.
All yours.
Yeah.
one of those bars right there that cut off the other bumper.
You did all that work to your motor and you're putting it in a rusty machine. But I'm using Loctite on my caliper bolts.
We're making improvements.
Yeah. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Great success tonight.
As you guys saw in that little montage, there's a lot of things going on here. Obviously, there's no engine.
Yeah.
We're just doing
Least of
all.
my worries. We're in good hands.
Thank you, Bob.
But we tidied up the rear end, rebuilding the bumper. It's getting a new paint job. Don't worry.
No, it's gonna match, dude.
kinda would.
It's the patina look.
But yeah, we're going new bumper, tidy some stuff up in the rear end. Found a bad wheel bearing in the front end, so we just replaced both wheel bearings. In the
Greased everything.
Greased everything. Going through everything and just being 100% prepared for the race.
Don't have a radius rod plate, so chopped off this bumper. Gonna make a new bumper with this thing here. Just a lot of little
Tidying up.
Yep, exactly. Obviously, the big thing is the motor, but that won't be done till later in the week. The big thing here is for the Red Bull race is you got to have a lot of, what is it? What is the requirement? The
SFI.
SFI,
SFI
yeah.
approved gear. So
I want to call it EFI for
yeah, no. You got to have the harnesses. You got to have the helmet, neck brace. There's quite a few requirements.
Oh, not just a normal neck brace, because last time you could just
For
use
the
a
pro class.
But last time in the pro class you could just use a donut and Glamis, but now you got to have what? A whole back brace or something like that?
SFI approved head and neck brace.
Yeah.
So just got to jump through them hurdles sometimes.
Yeah, that's the thing with these races is always find out the new rules and what you need, because you don't want to show up there and be running around
frustrating,
like
so
we did last time. So
best advice is print that rule list off and make you a checklist.
and read it like 10 times.
Yeah,
sometimes,
I overread a few things, so
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Well, big shout out to Bob's Hardcore Performance. It's right here in Houghton Lake, and you guys, if you want, you heard him talk about the engine. If you want something like that done, you can do it right here. Link for it right below. And we're excited.
Yeah.
Race is coming up. If you guys want to come see us race, Twisted Trails, February 18th. What time should they be there?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock?
8 a.m.
Yep, we'll be there, and I'll even bring merch. So if you want some t-shirts,
come on out.
hit us up. And
Nick and I will be killing it.
Yep, RS1 and Pro XP smashing it. And if you guys want some merch, hit up our website, Dirt Dudes UTV. Also for all the AA stuff, Jake is still gonna be running AA. That's,
All AAs.
yeah, it's all AA stuff.
Just fresh motor.
Exactly. And all you guys on Patreon, you're killing it. Appreciate all of you. Link for that below.
Yeah.
Longer videos, you know the whole thing.
Let's go.
Take her easy, guys. See you in the
ya.
next one.